Hi, welcome to Jason's Tasty Cooking. Today I'm making green chili enchiladas from New Mexico. Here we have a special cuisine. It's local and it's made with some products that are very tasty. So New Mexico is known for green chili. So I have some green chili here. It's been in my freezer for a little bit and I figured I should probably use it. So I'm gonna make green chili enchiladas. Now you could use fresh green chili, or any chili for that matter, but you have to remember spice is life here. So we like our food very spicy. So I have I think this is either medium or a hot green chili. It's gonna be very tasty. For this, we need some ground beef, corn tortillas, some grated cheese of course, evaporative milk, make sure it's not sweet. We have cream of a soup. I'm using cream of mushroom. We're also going to need black pepper and some onion. I don't have any fresh onion with me, but I do have dried onions and they work just about the same. So let's get over to the stovetop and make sure our pan is ready. When we cook with meat, we want to make sure our pan is really hot. So what we do is drop some water in. And you see how the water just kind of bounces around here? That's what we want. We want to make sure this pot is very hot. And that is exactly what we're looking for. Okay, I'm going to do this really quick because it's probably going to start smoking. So I'm going to use some spray oil to spray the bottom to make sure it doesn't stick. Let's do that. Woo, that is smoking. Now we're going to throw our ground beef in and kind of mush it around. And we're gonna let that cook just a little bit. It's gonna get a little brown, but I am gonna put the lid on to stop the smoke. And then we're gonna stir it up here in just a minute. Okay, we got it going. Woo. Oh, that nice and hot. Just gonna chop this up a little bit. Get it cooking. Now we want to start adding our pepper and our onions to it. So I'll just kind of throw in some onions here. It's probably about a quarter of a cup that I put in there. If you're using fresh onions, you want to use about maybe a half a cup. And probably about a teaspoon, maybe a tablespoon of pepper. So I'm just going to grate this fresh. And I'm going to let this cook for a little bit. As soon as I'm done with the pepper, I'm going to mix everything together. Alright, there we go. If you have green chili, or if you like green chili, now is the time to add it in because we want it to cook with our meat and add the flavor. Alright, there we go. That meat is almost ready to add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so I'm going to dump my chili in. This is about a half a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup of green chili. I'll just go ahead and mix this in. Yeah, here in New Mexico, we like to use green chili and red chili on almost everything we eat. We make it with burritos, put it on our eggs in the morning. Some people put it in their cereal, in their coffee. It's just a matter of how spicy you want your life. Some people like a really spicy life. Others just want an occasional spice. Me, I don't know. I use it sometimes. Sometimes I'll use chili powder. Oops. I just lost some of my beef there. You didn't see that, right? No one saw that. It's a good thing I cooked for myself. Okay, so that is looking pretty good there. I'm gonna put the lid on. We're gonna let that cook just a little bit longer. Now, for anyone that's new at cooking, you always want to make sure you have your handle in there, because you don't want to walk by and knock your pan on the floor, or if there's a kid around, you don't want them to grab it and pour some on themselves. So, always keep your handles in. All right, gonna let that simmer. Okay, it's been cooking for a few minutes now. I think it's time to add our condensed milk. Let's go ahead and pour that in. Ooh, probably should have shook this first. Seems to be very condensed in here. Ooh, look at that. It's all gelled up at the bottom. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I did not expect that, but we'll go ahead and mix this in. And then we're going to let that cook. And we're going to mix in our cream of mushroom soup in here. Okay. There's that. Let's get our soup here. That one's looking much better. I don't know what the problem was with that condensed milk, but yeah. We're stuck with it now. Okay. We're going to get this. This is going to help thicken our food. And this is actually the sauce we're going to put on our tortillas. And then we're going to bake it in the oven for about 30 minutes or so. All right, there's that. Let's go ahead and mix this in. I'm going to turn the heat down. Right now it's pretty high. Let's turn it down to a low simmer. Let's see, where are we at? Right there. Otherwise, our food's going to start splashing on us and we don't want to get burnt. All right, so we're just going to mix this in and let it cook. Okay, I think I'm going to go to my spatula. Because that milk was kind of gelled up, I want to squish this a little bit to make sure I don't have any condensed milk chunks. Ooh. I need a taller vent here. I seem to hit my head quite often. It's one of the downsides of being tall is most kitchens are made for short people. So us tall people, we gotta lean over quite a bit more. And bump our heads on stuff. Okay, so that looks like it's gonna be quite delicious. All right, I'm just gonna let that simmer and we're gonna go over, get our tortillas ready. And then once this is done simmering, after maybe 10-15 minutes, we're gonna pour it onto our tortillas. Okay, I got my spray, oil spray. We're just gonna spray the pan here real quick. There we go. Just want a little bit. You don't wanna soak the pan. We're not trying to add a whole bunch of extra oil to our food. The cheese will already do that for us. So we're gonna take our tortillas. We're just gonna lay them down at the bottom here. Just kind of overlap them like that. I don't know, that's probably gonna be a little thick. If you get it too thick, it's gonna be a little chewy, so I'm just gonna tear these up a little bit here. I'm just gonna cover the corners like that. So what we're gonna do is, so we have this layer here. We're gonna pour some of our sauce on it. We're gonna mix some cheese in, then another layer of tortilla, another layer of sauce, and cheese. And we just keep going in that cycle. All right. Okay, I think our sauce is ready. Gonna bring it over. Let's pour it on here. Get us a nice thin layer here. Okay, there we go. That's good. And we'll sprinkle some cheese. Okay, there we are. Gonna add our tortillas again. Go ahead and cut that one up. Okay, I think that's gonna be good. And add more meat. There we go. Gonna save the rest of that. It's gonna be the top layer. Ooh, this is gonna be a thick green chili enchilada. The other way you could make these is you could get your meat. You put your meat in the tortilla, well, I should say meat and green chili and your spices. You mix it up. You roll it and you put it like this, and then you get a sauce like this with the meat and the evaporative milk and the cream of mushroom soup. You pour it on top and then you bake it, and then you have rolled enchiladas. But I like to do it this way. It's just easier and of course quicker. If you want to get fancy, if you're going to have a fancy dinner or some guests over, you might want to roll them. They're always more impressed with rolled enchiladas versus these flat ones here. We'll just use the rest of this. Sorry for the scraping noise. Okay, we're going to make sure we cover all of our tortilla there. Go, just like that. Ooh, that is gonna be delicious. I can already smell the green chili. If you've ever been to New Mexico, it's a very unique smell that we have here. The roasted green chilies. It is absolutely delicious. But we get a lot of Americans and Europeans that come, and they have a hard time eating our food here because it's too spicy for them. Okay, so there we go. Got our cheese. Just want to make sure I get it all mixed up, and then we're gonna set our oven at 350 degrees. We're gonna bake this for about 30 minutes. All right, I'm gonna go do that now. Right, you want to see what it looks like in the oven? Here we go. We got it in the middle of the oven here. Make sure we don't get it too close to our burner, but yeah, should be ready in about 30 minutes. Oh my, it smells so good in here. Let's go see. What does it look like? Woo! Oh, there it is. It is looking delicious. Okay, let's pull it out. There we go. Ooh, look at that. That is absolutely delicious. You can see the layers. Cheese is nice and melted. Oof. Yeah. Now we gotta wait about 15-20 minutes, and then we could dig in and taste it. Because right now it is way too hot to touch. All right, I think it's time to try it out. Let's go see. Oh yeah, it's cooled down enough for me to at least touch it for a little bit. All right, there we go. Looks pretty good. The underneath. All right. Let's cut into this and see how it tastes. Let's see if I get this in one piece. Ooh, there we go. Right there. All right. There it is. Let me get something to eat with. Okay. There it is. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's try it. Ooh, I am hungry. It's been a busy day for me today. Oh yeah. Spiced. Just perfect. Green chili really brings out the flavor of the meat and the cheese together. Ooh. The corn tortilla is nice and soft. You can see it just kind of falls apart. That's exactly what we wanted. That is great. Thumbs up. And if you like this video, just give me a thumbs up also. This is good. And if you happen to be in town, come on by. We could share this together, because that's way too much for me to eat by myself. Thanks for watching.